Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna use a strap today. So have a strap handy. If you have a yoga strap, we'll put it into a loop. And if you're just using something else, I will tell you how to modify. And if you don't have a strap, I'll also help you modify. So we are going to start laying down on our backs. And just take a few moments here to settle into your practice. Settle into the space that you've created in your home for your practice. And just start to breathe a little bit deeper than you normally do. Relaxing the face, closing the eyes. So I was just talking to somebody before class today who said that this week has flown by. And I just said to someone last night, this has been the longest week ever. So it's really interesting, we talk about this a lot, that the circumstance is what it is. It's a week, it's a work week, it's 5 days, it's 24 hours. It doesn't actually go fast or slow. It is what it is. But it's how we interact with that circumstance, what we think about the circumstance, how we feel about the circumstance that changes things. So then we were talking about how we want to savor the days. We want the time to slow down. So just think about today as you move through your practice, what it feels like to savor the present moment. So when we come to our mats, we actually learn how to experience every moment because we're breathing in and breathing out. And you can just remind yourself, breathe in and breathe out, savoring each moment, noticing how you feel, what your thoughts are. If you start thinking about other things, you might notice the time will go by and you've missed it. An example of that is if you're ever reading a book and you start thinking about something else, and then all of a sudden you come back to your book and you don't even know what you just read, so you have to go back a page. Same thing, if you're in your practice and you start thinking about something else, you're missing out. So we're going to work today through our practice, but trying to experience savoring the moment. So from here, just gently draw the knees into the chest. Rock left to right a little bit. Make some circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. Keeping the eyes closed, I find helps stay present. When I have my eyes open, I tend to notice things around my room, which makes me think about something else or maybe a to-do list. So just try to close your eyes when you can throughout this practice today. And we're just going to move with the breath. So let your breath initiate the movement. So as you inhale, the arms reach up and back and the feet lift. As you exhale, you hug the knees in. So now we're focusing on the breath and the movement together, keeping the mind right here in this moment. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug it in. We're going to take the left foot down to the floor. And the right foot is going to come into your strap. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to interlace your hands behind your right thigh. If you have a yoga strap, we're taking the loop around your back, at your upper back, right underneath your shoulders. And then lengthen. So really lengthen your right leg here. Feel the back of your leg with your hand. It should feel strong and like it's doing something. So if it's completely relaxed, you might not feel it as much, but try to lengthen the leg. And then once it's lengthened, you can start to begin to let go. So keeping it engaged, but just let go of that tightness that you're feeling. Left leg can go straight. And then how we let go is to just breathe. So eyes are closed and breathing through. So we're trying to let go of what we're feeling in the back of the right leg that is called tightness or tension. And we're processing through that physical feeling just by breathing, which is exactly how we process our emotions. By breathing, consciously breathing, taking time out, close the eyes, notice your breath, notice what you're feeling, notice how you're feeling, soften and let go. Take a full, deep breath in here. As you exhale, maybe you lengthen your back of the right leg a little bit more. Flex your right foot, peel your toes back. Press your heel up. Take a full, deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let's soften the knee. And just let your right foot slide over to the left. Your right hip is staying down. You can put your right hand on your right hip if you'd like. Right shoulder stays down. And then just press, like you're pressing on the gas pedal. Press your right foot into the strap. Notice what you're feeling and where you're feeling this. And then just breathe through. Closing the eyes, relaxing the face, relax through the neck and shoulders. Stay open around your heart center and through your chest. Maybe you reach your right heel a little bit further away. Maybe you flex your right foot. Maybe you turn your right toes down. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's soften the right knee, bring it into the center, and then hug it into your chest. Make some circles with your right ankle. Point and flex your right foot. Bending the left knee, so the left foot is on the floor. We're going to come into a figure 4. Reaching for the back of your left thigh. Flexing the right foot. Draw the left knee in towards your left shoulder. Eyes are closed. Focusing on your breath. Savoring this moment when we come into these hip openers. We're releasing so much anxiety, depression, tension, stress. Let it all go here. Relax through the shoulders. Breathe with ease. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just let your right foot come down to the floor with a bent knee. Let your left foot reach up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, keep your hands interlaced behind your left thigh. Otherwise, put the left foot right into your loop. pause here. Settle into this pose. Feel what you feel. Let the right leg go straight. Relax the body. Close the eyes. And just breathe. So imagine that you did have the ability to slow time down. That you didn't miss out on anything because you were distracted. And that you didn't miss out on anything because you were rushing through. Just take this time to slow down. Be still. And follow your breath. Think about that word savor. I've been trying to change the way I eat lately and eat more healthy food and stop when I'm full and satisfied rather than just eating and eating and eating quickly. I used to be the first one finished always, and now I'm the last one. I've tried to learn to savor each bite, actually experience the taste of the food. So many times when we're eating, we're either thinking about other things, we're on our phones, or we're talking to other people, reading the paper. The next time you eat a meal, think about your yoga practice and how you can incorporate that into something just like eating a meal. Savoring the taste of the food, the texture, noticing how you're feeling, taking sips of water, just breathing and being. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's soften that left knee, reach the left foot over to the right, and then into the pose. Flex the foot, reach the leg straighter. So you can actually even take that practice into other things that you do. When you're taking a walk, feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Feel the sun on your face. What it feels like when your feet touch the ground each time. The vibrations that you feel in the body when you connect to the earth. Just learning to be a little bit more present. Connecting with your breath. Savoring the moments, the small things. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, soften the knee. Let's bring it back to center. Let the left foot come out of the strap. Hug the left knee into the chest. Circles with the left foot. Point and flex. And then we'll bend the right knee so your right foot comes onto the floor. Left ankle crosses over for a figure 4. And then gently reaching for the back of your right thigh. Tilt the legs to the right a little bit and then draw the right knee in towards your right shoulder. Eyes are closed. Shoulders are relaxed. Envisioning what you can let go of here in this hip opener. And then as you exhale, let's release. We're going to let both feet come down to the floor. Feet are about mat width apart. Arms are going to reach away from each other. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, just let your legs drop over to the right and pause there. Press your left knee away from your left hip and down towards the mat. You can turn your head over your left shoulder. Feel your left hip reaching away from your left shoulder. Feel your left shoulder away from your left ear. Open up the left side of your low back by breathing deeply. Feel open around the chest along the left side of the body. As you breathe deeply. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the legs back to center. Pause here, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, legs drop over to the left. So same thing here. Open up the right side of the body. Really reach that right knee down and away. Breathe deeply through the right hip and belly. Release tightness around the right side of the spine. Open around the chest on the right side. The right shoulder is away from your right hip and away from your right ear. Feel free to turn your head over your right shoulder. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's come back to center with the legs. Belly is strong. Hug the knees into the chest. 3 breaths together here. Inhale, arms reach up and back. Feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Inhale again, reach. Exhale, hug it in. One more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. We're slowly going to transition off of our backs to come up to sit. And then once seated, you're going to make your way onto hands and knees. So moving the strap out of the way. Coming onto hands and knees. Starting with your knees parallel. So the knees are parallel. The big toes are going to touch. You're going to sink your hips towards your heels. You can come right into a child's pose here. If you want to sit up on your heels for a moment and see how that feels, you can. Some people hate sitting like this. It hurts their knees or their ankles. But if you'd like to just pause for a moment here, you can. You can interlace your hands behind your back, reaching the knuckles down, opening the chest and lifting the chin. If this is not comfortable for you, you can come down with your forehead on the mat and take your hands behind your back as well. This just feels really good for me on the tops of my ankles. Take a full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we'll all come into a child's pose, arms reaching way out in front, forehead down, elbows and forearms lifted. You can tent your fingertips if you'd like to go a little deeper. Relax the shoulders. Relax the back of the neck. Eyes are closed. Grounding down through your forehead. Staying connected right here, just noticing your breathing. Feeling what you feel in the body. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Here we're going to come up onto hands and knees. So you're in table position, knees are underneath your hips. You're going to curl the toes under, wrists are underneath your shoulders. We're going to move with the breath here. So take a full deep breath in as you drop your belly gently. Soft elbows lift the chin. As you exhale, tuck and round, tops of the feet press down. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, just like that. Inhale, curl the toes under and lift. And exhale, tuck and round. Coming into a neutral spine here. Your left foot is going to go back, toes down. Belly is going to pull into your spine. So your belly is strong, coming into your back. Right hand reaches forward towards the front of the room. Drop your arm so it's at an angle. So it's not up by your ear. Relax your right shoulder. We're going to lift the left foot about 2 inches off the floor, no higher. Pause here and breathe. Feel all of the muscles around your belly and your spine hugging in. Relax your neck. Your face is parallel to the mat, so not looking forward, not tucking the chin, just nice and neutral here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, the right hand comes down to the mat. Left toes find the floor behind you. Pivot your right foot to the right. Roll to the arch of your left foot. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling here. Take your pelvis and just push it forward a tiny bit. So you have no arch in your low back. Your hips move forward a tiny bit so that you're strong in your core. You can lift your left foot if you'd like with a flexed foot. Or if you feel strong today, you can come into a side plank. I had my strong socks on earlier. My message to myself, I am strong. Doesn't necessarily have to mean physically strong, but feel your strength. I liked what Bonnie said at the beginning of the class. We are pioneers. We have been working so hard the past 7 months. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, bring the left hand down. Come on down to hands and knees. Knees are going to go narrow. Let your hips sink back and let your hands slide back by your feet. We're just going to take 3 breaths here with the forehead down and the arms relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come back to center. Hands and knees. 3 breaths. Curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck and round. Really connect with your breath. Feel what you feel. Inhale. Exhale. Let your body and your movement connect with your breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to neutral spine, your right foot's going to go straight back, toes down. Pull the belly in a lot. Left hand reaches towards the front of the room, but drop it down a little bit so you can relax through your shoulder. We're going to lift the right toes only about 2 inches off the floor. Keep your belly drawn in, really strong here. Able to breathe. If your mind starts to wander, just come back. Feel what you feel. What does your right hand feel like down on the mat? Notice your core, notice your back. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right toes come down, pivot your left foot to the left, roll to the arch of your right foot. Right foot presses down into the floor, right hand reaches up. If you feel like you're sticking your back out, bring it in. So you pull your low back in. Feel free to lift your right foot. Or if you're feeling stronger and you want to feel a little bit more of a challenge, you can come into side plank with your left ankle crossed over your right and lift your hips. If you have any issues with your wrists and you need to modify, come down onto your forearm, but make sure your forearm's on a block. Chest is open. Breath is flowing with ease. You're feeling here. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly come back down, knees together again. Sit back on your heels, both hands by your feet. Give your wrists a break, make some circles. Relax your arms down onto the mat, relax your shoulders. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Find the length of your own breath. Empty completely when you exhale. Let's come back up onto hands and knees, and we're going to step your left foot forward. So the left foot comes forward, up between your hands. You're going to scoot your right knee back. So the top of your right foot is on the floor. Your left knee is right over your left ankle. Hips are sinking down. Lift the chest forward and look forward. Keep your shoulders down. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, just pull the hips back, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, hips slide forward and down, look forward, open your chest. Exhale, pull back. One more time, just like that. Inhale, drop the hips, look forward, and exhale, pull back. Coming back to being forward, your right hand is going to stay on the floor. Your left hand is going to come onto your left hip. You're going to turn your belly, chest, and rib cage to the left, and you're going to reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. If you feel that you can go deeper, you can curl your right toes under and lift your right knee. You don't have to. Keep your left hip in and your left knee in line with your left ankle. We're not splaying out here. Strong, focused, and able to breathe. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, slowly bring your left hand down to the inside of your left foot. Drop the right knee again. Top of the right foot relaxes on the floor. Make sure your toes are going straight back. Turn your left foot so that the toes are facing 10 o'clock. Roll to the pinky side. This is getting deep into your hips and your hip flexors. You can use blocks and come down onto your forearms if you'd like to give the wrists a break. You can come down all the way with forearms to the floor. Try to relax your shoulders. Open up the space between your shoulders and your ears. Pause here. Eyes are closed and breathe. These hip openers are deep, physically and emotionally. We really can release and let go of a lot of negative emotions here. So just process through and breathe. You can let your head relax. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back up onto the hands. If you have blocks, let's take the blocks with you. As you frame your front foot, let the left leg go straight. Heel down, toes are up. If you need to bend the knee, it's fine. We just want it straight out in front, not out to the side. You want to just pull your hip back. Heel is down and you're pulling your heel back. Lengthen through your spine. Crown of the head is reaching away from your tailbone and your belly is strong. So we opened up the hip on the left side. Now we're creating a neutral hip, building some strength here. And then now you're going to slide your left foot back so it's between your hands. You're going to walk your hands about a foot in front of your left foot. Curl your right toes under, push off. So now you're standing on your left foot. You can have your left knee bent, you can have your right knee bent, and just weight bear here on the left leg. Really good for the joints and the bones in the leg. If you want to straighten your legs a little bit more, you can. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your left hand onto your left hip. Turn your belly, chest, and rib cage to the left. Then if you want, you can take your left hand up towards the ceiling. Depending on how your neck feels, your head can be looking down, it can be looking to the left, or it can be looking up at your left hand. Belly is in. If you lose your balance, just put your foot down. That's okay. Find that strength in the legs. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right foot comes down next to your left foot, about a fist width apart. Knees are bent. You're going to slide your hands under your feet. So your hands are stepping on your palms. Let your head hang heavy. And then just pull up. So you're pulling up with the belly, the back. Relax your neck. Feel this in the shoulders, in the mid-back. Continue to breathe deeply. Let the eyes be closed if you can be balanced here. One more full breath in here. And then a full breath out. We're going to slide the hands out. Hands come down. Step your right foot back. Drop the right knee. Left foot back. Drop the left knee. Widen your knees, wider than your hips. Big toes touch. Sink your hips back. Hands reach way out in front. Pause here. Let your belly sink down. In between the legs, you can relax the arms if you want to, or you can have them straight out. It's up to you. Breathe deeply. make our way back up. Knees come closer together. We're going to step the right foot forward up between your hands, using blocks if you'd like. Scoot your left knee back. Let your left hip sink way down. Get deep in your left hip flexor. Relax the shoulders. Chest is open to the front. You're looking forward. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hips go back. Let the head drop down. Your right leg doesn't need to be straight. Keep the toes down. Inhale. We're just floating and moving with the breath. Drop the hips. Feel free to close the eyes. Just float here. Exhale. Pull back. One more time, just like that. Inhale, nice and slow, like you're riding the wave of your breath. And exhale, pull back. Coming back to forward, we're going to keep the left hand where it is. Right hand on your right hip. Turn your belly, rib cage, and chest to the right. Keep your hip pulled in, knee facing forward. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Space between your left shoulder and your left ear. If you would like to curl your left toes under and lift your left knee, you can. Don't let the right hip splay out. Pull it in. And then breathe here. Stay strong in the legs. This is pretty much the same pose as we come into when we're standing. So just feel what it feels like. In the belly, chest is open. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down on the inside of your right foot. Drop the left knee. Relax the left foot straight back. Right toes turn to 2 o'clock. Roll to the pinky side. I like to come down onto my forearms so that I can completely relax my shoulders and my wrists. But tight hips makes it a little bit harder to get your forearms down to the floor, so feel free to have them up on something. And we want to just sway left to right. Really allow there to be movement with the body as your breath flows and moves. This is a release. This is a letting go. Let the eyes be closed. Bring your attention to what's going on inside the body, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, where you're feeling. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, come back up onto the hands. Let your right foot face forward. Walk the hands back. We're going to let the right heel plant down, straight out in front of your right hip. Don't worry about your right knee if it's not straight. Open through the chest, shoulders down. Press your right heel down and pull it back. So you're really grounding down into the heel. You're neutralizing the hip by pulling back. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. Stay open in the chest. Able to breathe with ease. Take one more full breath in here. And then as you exhale, slide your right foot back so it lands where your hands are. Hands are going to go forward. Curl your left toes under. Push off with the left knee. You're on your right foot. Okay, you can modify any way you need to here. Your left toes can stay back. You can keep the knees really bent. You can straighten your right leg, have a soft bend in the knee, straighten your left leg. Left hand stays where it is, just like we did in the lunge. Right hand on the right hip, turn, belly, rib cage, chest to the right. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Let there be space between your shoulders and between your shoulders and your ears. Belly is in. Legs are strong. Take a deep, full breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly come down. Your left foot next to the right. Soft knees. This time you can just hang in a forward bend. Hold on to opposite elbows. Relax the head and neck and sway left to right. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly walk your hands up your legs so that you can come up to stand. I'm just going to adjust my camera. Okay, once you come to stand, okay, you might not be able to see my feet, but at least you can see my head. Okay, 3 breaths here. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale. Inhale again, arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. One more, just like that. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. From here, you're going to reach your arms up overhead. You're going to take your right hand, hold on to your left wrist, soft elbows, and just side lean over to the right. Just pausing here to breathe, opening up. This is really good to condition your lungs. Relax your shoulders. Ground down through your feet. If this hurts your back at all, just come up a little bit more. Let's inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch. So the left hand holds on to the right wrist, side lean over. Focusing on your breathing here. Really draw your breath in to fill up the lungs. And exhale to empty. And then come back up to center and release the arms. Okay. I'm going to turn sideways so we have room here. You can decide your best way to be. We're going to ground down onto the left foot. Soft bend in the left knee. You're going to reach your right knee up. It's going to come hip height. Oh man, I'm wobbling already. Okay. Right knee is lifted. Hands to the heart center. Soft bend in the left knee. Arms reach up. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hands will come through the center, reach back. Right foot goes straight back. Flex foot. Follow your breath, not me. Inhale. I'm a little wobbly today, not sure why. Inhale, arms reach up, knee lifts. Exhale. Reach the hands back, chest goes parallel to the floor, right foot reaches back. 3 more. Really building a lot of strength in that left leg, in the joints and the bones. Sending back on your exhale. Try to move with your breath. Relaxing your left toes. Last time, inhale. Your left leg is getting tired, that's okay. That's good, it means it's working hard. Next inhale, come on back. Hands to the heart center, right knee is lifted. And then bring the right foot down. Hopefully you felt that all along your left leg. Really important to weight bear. Helps helps with bone density. Also really good to work the muscles around your hip joint and your knee joint. All right, switching sides. Right foot is down. Left knee lifts. Hands at the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Try to lean back. Exhale, just float back. Inhale. Lift the knee, lift the hands. Exhale. Find your focus. Inhale again. Every day balancing is different. It's all about what's going on in the mind and your thoughts, the energy in your body. Okay, last two. Inhale. And exhaling, continuing to breathe, floating with your body. Doesn't have to be pretty or graceful, clearly. I'm all over the place. And then come back to center, hands at the heart, knee stays lifted. Left foot down, shake out the right. Whew. Okay, coming to stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, float forward and down, soft knees. Inhale, we're gonna step the right foot back, drop the right knee, pause, exhale. Inhale, send the left foot back, left knee, and breathe out. Send both feet over to the right, come down onto your left hip, swing your legs around to the front, and then come down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Breathing deeply. Savoring these last few moments of your yoga practice. Eyes are closed, knees are hugged in. Just gently sway left to right. Both feet are going to come down onto the floor. Feet parallel, heels drawn into your seat. Right hand on your belly, left hand right above your right hand. So not on top of it, but above it. Eyes are closed. And just feel what you feel beneath your hands. The rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. Just check in. Let your breath be slow and deep. We're going to bring the palms down to the floor by your sides. And we're going to move with breath. So you can just move the arms, or you can add arms and hips together. So as you inhale, arms reach up and back, hips lift. If this hurts your back in any way, you can make this just more of a pelvic tilt. So your back stays down and you just tilt your pelvis. That would be good for you, Lori. And then as you exhale, arms come down. You can just let your low back gently come down. Relax the pelvic tilt. Inhale, arms reach, hips lift. Don't go too high. Just try to move with the breath. Feeling open and light when you inhale. And grounded and letting go when you exhale. So take a few breaths of these on your own. Eyes are closed. Stay connected connected to moving your body in sync with your breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, pause. Gently bring the knees into the chest. Feel your low back press down into the floor. Knees go wide. You can hold on underneath your knees, at your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. You can sway left to right. Relax the shoulders down. Let go of any last bit of tightness or tension in the hips. You can tilt your pelvis forward a little bit to ground down through the low back. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. And then we're going to slowly let the legs drop down and we'll find Shavasana, so final relaxation pose. If you need a little extra support for your back, you can put something underneath your knees or feet are down with knees bent and the knees can touch at the center. Close the eyes and savor these moments. Just notice. Notice your thoughts. Notice your feelings. Notice your breathing. And then just breathe and be. Slowly allow your breath to get a little bit deeper. You can begin to bring some small movements back into the body. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly and gently transition out of Shavasana. And we'll meet together seated. So take your time, there's no rush. And then once seated, just sit comfortably with the eyes closed. Let your practice settle. maybe here set an intention for something you would like to accomplish or do today. Doesn't have to be earth-shattering or huge. Just any little small goal that you would like to achieve. Set your mind to it, set an intention. Bring the right hand over your heart, the left hand over your right. Remember that we are all connected. Not only are we here on this planet with each other, but we're here for each other. Bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste.